Hi guys, Gettess here with the Market Sense for the week of September 22nd, 2015. We will, as always, be looking at some charts from the Trade Navigator software. And in a weekly bond market chart, you can see after this big, huge week a little over a month ago, we're not doing a lot. I mean, the volatility is not tiny. They're having some ranges, but they're not really going anywhere. This week we thought they might go down to the 152.20 area for support. They have not been that low, and instead have turned from the low up to the 156 area, which is potential resistance. Boy, they could make new lows. They could go back to test this high. I mean, anything's really possible. But at the same time, this is about as quiet a week as we're going to get all month in terms of economic reports. So unless you get some sort of shock from either a complete blow up in stocks or something bizarre overseas, it wouldn't surprise me if we're just sort of hanging around. We've already seen, well, we might even have seen both the high and low. But if they do stretch it further, I wouldn't expect a whole lot of movement in either direction. I just don't see there being much of any catalyst. They got past the Fed meeting, and that didn't kick them out of here. So I just don't know what it would take to drive them out. So I expect they'll kind of remain quiet for the rest of the week. Stocks, kind of surprising. Nah, not terribly, but I guess after the reversal week down last week, they had a potential to hold support in the it's 1946 is actually where the middle moving average is, and they clearly aren't really doing that. The resistance to knock them down lower if they're going to hold is around 1990. Well, they haven't come anywhere near that so far, and they appear to be breaking down. Now, the potential after these couple of, we'll call these inside bars, or not really, but we'll call them that, after these consolidation bars anyway, then to move up and back down, there is certainly a risk that they are going straight back down through this low. Now, I'm not kidding. They could do that fairly rapidly. The key this week will be the 1910 area right here at the lower moving average. That'll hold them if they're not going to blow, or at least should hold them if they're not going to blow. And, again, with the lack of news, I'm not sure this is the week for them to be terribly active, but they have shown a fair amount of action in terms of selling off here, although Tuesday did recover over over 100 Dow points from the low and 15 S&P points. So, there's some signs of life here. The 1910 area will be really interesting. If they can hold that, they can probably go back up to 1950 and may even go back to test the highs. As I've been saying, this high, if they take that out, they still could go up here to the 2025 area where this swing low is. That's a normal move up to sniff where they've been if they're going lower. So still plenty of room to rally without really meaning anything, if you will. So I don't want to be like, oh, they're just so negative they got to go to new lows. They certainly could, and I kind of expect them to, but they could rally also, and it really wouldn't mean anything in the big picture. So again, quiet week economically speaking, not a lot of reports. Just watch and see and keep an eye on that 1910 area. So that's what we've got for you today. I hope you can find something profitable to get yourself involved with. Thanks for checking in to see what we think.